Welcome to the Class is Permanent podcast. Today is Friday, January 30th, 2026. We have episode 17 here ahead of us. Should be a good one. We're going to jump into some news. Transfer portal this is actually probably our final episode until it's officially shut. We're going to jump into what was an awesome final day of the Champions League, a little weekend preview, nothing too crazy there. Of course, I guess it's our last career mode, so we'll get into that. Finish with a Footy 501. And yeah, let's not wait too long. Away we go.
Class is permanent! Form is temporary! Form is temporary!
Alrighty. Happy Friday, boys. How we feeling? Let's start with Owen this time. Owen, how are you?
I'm feeling good. It's been a long week. It's been a productive week. But
one
a
post
good
Owen.
week nonetheless. Yeah, it's been a good week. Glad we're all here doing this podcast. Remember, hashtag Melt Mason.
Yeah, it's always good. It's always good when we get the post out for a parlay 5 minutes into the games, so that way no one can bet them and lose their money.
It was done before the games. The export just took a little while.
Okay.
So it was done about 3 minutes before the games.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I can't fault you on that. That's totally right. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Also, for those that can't see, maybe you're blind or you're just not watching, you're just listening. Owen actually has a mustache now. So, Owen, any thoughts on that?
I didn't really have too many thoughts until I joined the call and you started laughing.
No,
you were. And that kind of just gave me some pause. And I've been feeling a little insecure since that moment. But I'm going to push through. I'm going to power through. Pooch had some really nice things to say about it. So I'm feeling a little better now.
And what a transition. Let us go to the man, the myth, the legend, Daniel Lamarcatron Capucci Jr. the third. First things first, Pooch, don't tell me how you're feeling. Tell me, what do you think about Owen's mustache?
I think it's great.
All right. And other than that, how you doing, Pooch?
Wagwan in general. I feel great. Besides the one asshole that decided to plow the spot next to me in my parking lot after I cleaned everything off with a torn labrum and really hurt, as you probably saw on Tuesday or heard on Tuesday. Some asshole plowed the spot next to me and put all of the snow that I dumped into the spot next to me back onto my car.
That's a villain, man. He's a villain.
Yeah, I went out there today to go grocery shopping a little bit, and I get to my car and there's just snow past the wheel, past the height of the wheel. I literally was like, what the hell? What's going on here?
You should have sent Brett to rough him up or something.
Well, somebody just took Brett's spot right now as we were talking. He texted me because he was saving a spot for somebody in our general parking, and then somebody took his his assigned spot.
Who is he saving the spots for?
Oh, I can't name my source. I could text you it, and if you want to say it.
Okay. I think she's a listener.
I don't think she's a listener. Different person. Related to Brett, his mother. Okay. Oh. I was great detective work there. I folded immediately.
Okay.
Yeah, it was his mother.
Good stuff. Well, glad you're feeling better despite that. I'm doing great, guys. Thanks for asking, both of you. Yeah, let's get into this. So, I don't know, mere hours before the podcast recorded, we had big news here that Roberto Zerbi has handed in his resignation to Marseille. So for those that don't know, and we'll obviously get into when we get into our Champions League final day recap, Marseille failed to qualify for the next round. I guess there were rumors that they were going to sack him. He decided, well, you're not firing me. I quit. I got to respect it. Apparently Marseille has not accepted it yet, which is just a really thing that they have to accept your resignation. Resigning is a very nice way to say I quit. It's the professional way to say I quit. Yeah, I mean, I kind of love it. I don't know. Pooch, what are your thoughts here?
Zerbi is the master of chaos. I mean, we've seen it everywhere he goes. He's just a legend at just chaos in general. And I think it's perfectly summed up by this, where they've been on like a fantastic form besides Champions League. Like they lost to Liverpool, I think, last week, and then obviously this week lost to Bruges. But other than that, in France, they've been on a tear. Like I don't think they've lost for like a month. So he's been doing a really good job. He's brought in Quentin Timber for 4.5 mil, which is like nothing for a player of his caliber, like literally a Dutch international.
Yeah, that is a crazy value.
Yeah, he brought in Ethan Waneri, like one of the up and coming stars of England.
Star.
Yeah, I
He went
use
to
star
League
loosely there. I use star loosely. One of the up and coming players in England.
He could learn a lot from Mason.
Wow. And he convinced Arteta and Waneri to go there. And then with those two like big time players, he's just like, I'm done. Like I don't want to. Like neither one of them I think could play against Bruges because of like the registration rules. So like he didn't have those two guys and they look terrible. But De Zerbi, I tip my cap to him. It feels like he's destined to go to Man United, have things work out there for a year, win like the Conference League trophy, and then say that the board isn't backing him enough, and then go to his next spot.
Yeah, I hear you. I like De Zerbi a lot. It's funny. The other day, I actually I watched a video on him, and maybe we talked about this on the pod. If not, it came up, but I did not realize how much of a Pep disciple he was, and I also didn't realize that he was the one that really broke down Jurgen Klopp's like gegenpressing when it first kind of was like really, really big. So I gained a lot of respect for him. Obviously interesting. Obviously United are looking for a manager. Tottenham are like, I feel like he'd be great at Spurs just because of he would bring like that progressive style of football that we're looking for. And we know he's done it in the Prem. But that being said,
the only question is, do you want the circus that goes along with him?
That's the worry.
Because remember last year too, where there's like guys fist fighting in training, like Rabiot literally got cut before the year, and Jonathan Rowe because of it. Like,
no,
it's
100%.
just always chaos. So it's one of those things you got to be okay with winning, but like every other day, there's a story coming out how like you guys are signing Mason Greenwood, and you have to be okay with that.
It's almost like Jose Mourinho-esque, which is funny because he's a Pep disciple, where it's like there's always going to be a drama, there's always going to be a story, but you might go and win the Champions League, or you might go, you know what I mean? You're going to go and win the league. So it's like, here's the thing. I actually don't think in that case, he's not Tottenham. Because like under Pochettino, there was no real dramas. Obviously, like Conte had his like flare-ups, things like that. So I don't think the board would want him. But as like a footy fan, I think for everything Tottenham are looking for, we would want him, if that makes sense. Because when we took in Jose, when we took in Conte, who are these serial winners who are supposed to bring you results, the problem is they do it in a very different way than Spurs fans want to see it, which is a more defensive, type of way. Versus De Zerbi is going to bring kind of like that, like ego, is going to bring like that circus, but it's also going to be good footy. You know what I'm trying to say? So like, I don't think Spurs fans would care. I think Spurs fans would actually love it and really like love him. That being said, though, at the end of the day, Spurs fans don't make the decisions. The board makes the decisions, and the board is, they pick Thomas Frank because he's a nice guy. So I don't know. But real quick, next piece of news before we jump into a little transfer portal. So you said the AFCON final punishment has been dished out. I'm assuming this is for Senegal walking, or tell me what happened. I did not see this. Okay.
So the sanctions following the final have been announced. Okay. Here is Senegal's sanctions. 5-match suspension for the head coach, plus $100,000 fine. 2-match suspension for Iliman Ninjai and
Everton
Ismaile Sarr. And then $615,000 fine for the Senegalese FA. Now Morocco, 2-match suspension for Hakimi, 1 suspended. So I'm guessing that means it's like the Jude Bellingham when he grabbed his nuts in the Euros, where they suspended him for a game, but like it was a like suspended suspension. Basically, you can use it whenever you want. And then a 3-match suspension for Sabari, plus $100,000 fine for him.
He was the one behind the goalie.
Correct. And then a $300,000 fine for the Moroccan FA. So half of the amount of money for the Senegalese FA. But then here's the real kicker. $200,000 fine for the ball boys.
How are they gonna pay that?
hey boys, you're never going to college.
That's
Those
crazy.
student loans are going to a fine to the CAF. Like,
Oh my god! I mean, obviously the FA is going to pay that, right? Like that's kind of how that works. I mean, it can't.
I
be the
have
ball
no
boys.
idea. I have
Well,
no
the
idea.
boss man tells you, the big man up top tells you, hey, go and harass the goalie. If I get hit with $400,000 in total fines, I'm not gonna. You know what I mean? Boss man tells you do a little insider trading, you do it. I'm not going to prison. I'm just saying I did my job. I moved some. You actually do go to prison for that. You actually do.
Yeah, no, I
that was a
don't
bad
know.
example. You do go to prison for that.
Yeah, I don't know if they're just gonna leave those guys out to dry and be like, you guys gotta pay this on your own, or if they'll do it for them. I just think it's funny.
That's awesome.
Like, imagine sitting in the room and you're like dealing out the punishment, and you get to the ball boys and you're like, all right, like we have to find them. Like, or like
you
we
can
have
find
to
them like
do
$100
something.
and it's going to ruin their
Yeah.
lives.
you're like we have to do something about this to them, and somebody just in the corner is like, let's just fine them $200,000, and everybody's like, yeah, sure, that sounds great. Like we couldn't think about, like, I don't know, like giving them detention, like I don't know, like having their parents ground them, like normal stuff that like a 15-16-year-old guy gets, like when he does something bad gets caught for. Like I have no clue. It was just so funny to me to see 200,000 for the
That's
ball
absurd.
boys.
I'm glad that those punishments got dished out. And at the end of the day, like I get it, you know, like especially with Senegal, like they probably should have walked off the field, but like you gotta take a punishment. And if you're the gaffer, you're like, thank God, you know, like I'll take that all day.
Yeah.
Let's move on. This is something that you and I both loved. So for those that haven't seen this, I don't even know how, like, it's all over Twitter. I assume that's where we both are. Probably TikTok too. I'm not on TikTok. I don't believe in that. The best video I saw this week was the fan practicing to be a steward with the chair in front of the TV who's facing the opposite direction. And then the quote tweets on this were hilarious.
Did you see
verbal meme.
what was behind him?
I was just about to say, it was like literally a fan, and someone's like, he's gonna keep practicing. One got behind him or something. Oh my God, this was
so funny.
That's I love that. That was just a little bit of footy banter. If you haven't seen it, just see it. That was probably my favorite thing I saw this week.
Yeah, it's like one of those things where, like, it's not somebody like shagging a bird in like the toilets of like a Marseille
crazy video
thing where you're just like, or like the old Newcastle man, like butt naked climbing the thing.
I haven't seen that one.
Or like the guy pulling the hair of the guy that of the Man U fan, that like nothing like where you're like that's funny.
That video was so funny, Pooch. The look on his face as he's pulling his hair. He looked like it was like January 6th or something. He's like,
I told you, I wasn't lying.
Oh my God! The best part is that could have been Owen.
That could have been Owen. You should do that, Owen. Oh, that would make the pod go viral.
Until Spurs sack Frank.
Dude, until we win the Champions League, it won't go that long.
Ooh. We'll definitely get into that.
But yeah, no, it was one of those wholesome footy memes where you're like, everybody had a laugh. Like nobody was like, going in on him. It wasn't anything like gross or grotesque.
Class.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on here. Transfer portal. So we're going to start with the official. So as of today, Zinchenko was
transfer portal.
You know what? That was pretty good. Can you do it again? Because I cut you. I forgot you do it because last episode you didn't do it. So
welcome to the transfer portal.
Oh, and give me a rating out of 10 there.
If 5 is average, I might have to go 4.
Okay.
It wasn't bad. It just
welcome to the transfer portal.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It started out a little weird, but I like where it ended.
This is our last one. Actually, you know what? I don't think it is, only because I think transfer window actually close on February 2nd. When does transfer window?
I don't know. On FIFA, it says January 31st.
I know, right? It closes Prem Bundes. Okay, so all the big leagues, the big leagues close February 2nd. Monday, February 2nd at
I also
2 p.m.
think
Eastern.
I also think Saudi Arabia goes a bit longer too.
Well, that Turkey always goes later because Turkey, you'll always see like those weird moves and I'm always confused like how that works, but I guess it is. And then the MLS goes into like March. But that being said, so I guess we'll do one more transfer portal because that'll be a Monday. We obviously record Monday nights, so you have one more to go crazy. All right, that'll be our final one, which will be exciting. We'll go through some of our favorite moves, things like that. But today, Zinchenko announced to Ajax for 1.5 mil. I know he only got 6 months left on his contract. That's crazy. 1.5 mil. He's not a 1.5 mil player, but
I
understandable.
I think it was literally just Ajax trying to jump the queue for the summer.
Yeah.
Basically being like, we'd rather get him in now for 1.5 than in the summer take our chances.
100%, and fair enough. I mean, that's nothing. At the end of the day, that's nothing.
Yeah.
But and he's going to come in and improve them. Diassi to West Ham on loan. Is that was confirmed? Okay, there we go. So West Ham might listen because we've kind of saved West Ham. Frankfurt, see, that's the problem. You don't listen to the pod. You don't get good info.
Language barrier. It's the language barrier with Frankfurt.
That's actually so true. Yes, that's okay.
Mark Noble, I think, is listening, and if so, hey Mark, would love a job. I think all three of us, we come as a package deal. Just saying, Mr. Noble. Just get in touch with us. Clearly, you listen to us. So
that was good. That was a good elevator pitch. I'm not reading the next one. This is definitely trying to fuck with me. I have never seen this to enter from Genoa. Who is this?
Brooke Norton-Cuffy. He's a former Arsenal academy player.
Okay,
so
we're good then. I thought you were fucking with me.
No. In the academy, but Arsenal, there wasn't a path for maybe playing at Genoa. He has become a superstar, not a superstar, but a really, really good player in Serie A. And on top of that is getting he's not getting caps, but he's one of those players that's in the mention and he's a right back. So I don't think he ever will get a cap just because there's so many right backs in England.
Mm-hmm.
But he's in the vicinity of
he's sniffing around.
If you watch a Sky Sports, any single time there's an international window, they'll show who should Thomas Tuchel pick for this group, and it's contenders and then outsiders that have a chance. He's always listed as an outsider.
Okay.
So hopefully he
only 80 potential though, Pooch. Only 80 potential in FIFA.
Yeah, I mean he's not going to be ever be a
overall.
Superstar. He's never going to be a superstar, but the fact that he's moving to Inter is pretty huge, I think.
Good
so
for
I
him.
thought I should add it.
Okay, thanks for adding that. This is crazy. This next one, Strand Larson to Palace for 45 million. The dude has scored 1 goal in 18 games. I think. Is that the stat?
So I mean, I have an opinion on that.
Okay, that's what we do here. We give our opinions.
A high tide raises all ships. So I think that when you play on a Wolves team that's 20th in the league, was on 3 points entering January, you're not going to be scoring a lot of goals.
Yeah,
they don't have a team with that service. When you put in guys like Brennan Johnson, Yermi Pino, Adam Wharton in behind Strand Larson, I think he'll perform at a higher rate. I'll also say this. He was quoted in the summer to Newcastle. Newcastle put in a 65 million pound bin.
Yeah,
and they rejected. Crazy. I do think it's actually a good deal. Now, if he doesn't come good, it looks horrendous.
Yep.
But we were mentioning it last pod, or a few podcasts ago, or a few episodes ago, sorry, about how Palace, it's tough, looking at this team 12 to 18 months from now, with all their star players going, how are they going to reinvest? I do think this is a good case of them reinvesting.
Mhm.
Like you look at their front three right now, and it is Yeremy Pino, Strand Larson, and Brennan Johnson.
Yeah.
It's not a front three where you're sitting there and you're going, that's a front three that will compete for a European spot, but it's a front three that won't get you relegated, I think.
There's goals in it. There's definitely goals
exactly.
in it. I mean, Brennan Johnson himself, like, listen, at the end of the day, he's not a world class player, but Brennan Johnson is a goal scorer. Like, that's what he does. He's kind of like we talked about earlier, a bagsman. At Spurs, that's what he does. You know, he's not going to put crosses in. He's not going to beat his man one-on-one. He's an interior forward. He needs to get runs in behind. He will see you at the back post. Like, he will play a hard ball on the ground of the back post. He himself will make the run to the back post, but like he's goals, you know, and like that is what people pay for, right? And I mean, Strand Larson, I think, is kind of the same thing. Like I talked about it before. Vlahovic of Juventus is linked with Barca, and everyone's like, no, he sucks. Listen, at the end of the day, he's a foreign player. He's a purple patch type of player, it feels like, or at least that's what he's becoming. But when he's on, he's goals, you know, and it's like one of those things. Well, if you get him right and you get him cheap and he scores, you know what I mean? Like that could be a 20 goal a season type of guy for 25 goals. That being said, there's a reason they're not the Erling Haalands, the Mbappes, the Victor Osimhen's, where they're not a Harry Kane's where it's like 25 goals is like the minimum, you know? So I agree with you there. Just crazy for 45 mil. Because if you remember, Chelsea offered 35 mil for Fermin Lopez this summer. So it's just crazy, like the way the market works.
That's more on Chelsea. That's more on Chelsea being like idiots, if we're being honest.
It's just crazy the way the market works, like just in general, and seeing like how things go in between teams. Kendry Paya's loan to River Plate, really weird move. And I feel bad because Paya's is Ecuadorian, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I feel bad. Some of my boys from work were Ecuadorian, and like they love Pies. Like this is like their net. I think he's their best player, or at least is projected to be their best player moving forward. And I just felt bad for them because I'm like, damn, this is like, that's not what you don't want to see him going back, right?
I think his trouble all started when he got caught for the Copa.
Yes.
At 16 years old in a club in New York.
Yeah.
I think that's where everything went wrong for him. I think all of his issues can be traced back to that. I also think we put too much pressure on some of these young players too early. I know a bunch of Chelsea people who were like, he's going to be like the next Messi. Like he's the next greatest thing coming out of South America. And it's like, cool. Yeah. But like, he also needs time to develop. Like we can't put that label on some of these guys too soon. And I think that's what happened. I mean, he literally wanted his loan to be canceled at Strasbourg, and they did, and they sent him to River Plate. And it just feels like one of these moves where he's going back, and I don't know if he'll come back for a while, like to Europe in general.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it's an interesting one. I do feel bad because I don't want him to. He is a really good player. I think he'll always have a spot in that Ecuadorian national team. I mean, the only other real big names that I know from that team are Caicedo and Pacho. So like they have a decent squad, but like he hasn't kind of come to fruition like I was told he was.
I agree. I mean, still so young, so we'll see how he does. But yeah, I'd never want to kind of see that move backwards, which sometimes you have to take a step back to go forwards, right? You have to sometimes drop down on the trampoline to go up.
Like Coach Carter said.
Yeah. What did he say?
Sometimes you got to take a step back to go forward. Coach Carter.
I actually love that movie, and I forgot he said that. Oscar Bob to Fulham for 27. Yeah. I was like, okay.
He didn't.
Thank you. That really just reassured me. Oscar,
okay.
Let's move on.
I saw the look on your face. You were like so confused.
Oscar Bob to Fulham for 27 mil. I think it's a really good move for Fulham. A lot of Spurs fans wanted him. Transparently, I'm kind of okay with us not going for him. This is one of the rare times where it's like, I don't know. I think he's a good player, but I also think if Pep doesn't want you, that usually says something.
I see. I'm the opposite. I think Pep has lost his step in the transfer market. I think
he shouldn't have sold him, or not, or he sold him for too little.
I think both. I mean,
Okay.
he's still only like 21, I want to say, like 20.
Yeah.
I think Pep may have lost his step in general. I don't know if that's a super hot take. I don't feel like he develops players at the same rate that he used to develop players. A few guys I look at are guys like Nico O'Reilly, who I think is a
Yeah.
fantastic player, but like he's a natural center mid, putting him at fullback. He loves doing that.
Yeah.
Rico Lewis is another one. Phil Foden, it feels like, has kind of stalled out. And
That's understandable.
the and like the like you said, like an Oscar Bob, like you feel like he's a good player but not a great player. He's a guy who like a year and a half ago we people were talking about he's the next great like right winger in the
Right.
Premier League, like the next one up. Like, and the fact that they just sell him to Fulham, and the solution for Pep is like, all right, let's just go spend 65 million on Semenyo. Like, I don't know if it's a Pep issue or if it's a Man
Yeah.
City issue. Is Tiki still there?
Yeah.
The okay.
Yes, he's still running the show. At least as
Okay,
far as I'm
'cause-
aware of.
Yeah, no, because I thought I saw something that he left, and I thought that was something. But I don't know. I feel like their moves in the transfer market over the last, I would say, 12 months have been a little weird because it feels a little frenetic.
He did. He left City in
Okay.
in 24-25. So I guess this past season he left.
So
So yeah, I missed that.
that kind of helps my theory that I created about 35 seconds ago. It's going to help push this narrative that I'm about to pull out of my ass, where it feels like their transfer moves over the past 12 months have been so frenetic in terms of like, okay, this guy didn't work, so let's just sell him or bury him on the bench and bring in somebody else. Like
Interesting.
it's not so much a team building that we saw when Pep first got there, where it's like we're gonna bring in De Bruyne, we're gonna bring in Bernardo Silva, John Stone, like truly like building it out with some of these younger players or guys in their early to mid 20s, having Pep develop them because they have characteristics that Pep likes,
Yeah.
and then like having them play 5, 6, 7 years together. Like now it just seems like even a guy like Nico Gonzalez, right? Like this past summer, I know he's been playing well for them this year, but like this past summer, they were already talking about getting rid of him 6 months in.
Yeah.
Like
I do agree
it's
with
like
that.
it's
I agree
it
with what you're
just
saying.
I don't know if it's a Pep thing or if it's a front office thing where they're sitting there and they're like, okay, well that guy didn't work, so let's bring
Yeah.
in another one, and the guy's only been there for a few months, or like a young player like this, where it's like we don't actually like know how well he could turn out to be an 80 million euro player in a year and a half, and they got rid of him for 27. Like it just doesn't feel like something Pep would do in the past, where it's like an Oscar Bob 6 years ago, if he came in under Pep, feels like he would have gotten the opportunity for
Yeah.
at least 2 or 3 seasons to be fully
Here
developed.
would be my argument against it, and only this. Number one, Pep is definitely closer on the way out, where it could be this summer. You know what I mean? So that's a difference, right? Number two is I think with the way that footy has become, like in the past, Oscar Bob as your rotational right wing was fine. Now it's not because they play so many games. I mean, even this year in the Champions League, you've added now 2 more games, right? Like where we've always talked about injuries. And like, I think now they're just like, all right, because again, right, a guy like Semenyu's young, a guy like Ryan Shirky's young, right? Like a lot of their signings are like that 24-year-old about to burst. And I think that's where they've changed. And I'm not saying I agree with your point. It's a different philosophy, but I wonder if it's not a Pep just got here and he wants to be here 5 to 10 years. It's all right, Pep's going to be here 2 to 3 more years, if at maximum, no matter what. Let's go and win the Champions League every single year, and they have the funds, right? Like they have the funds to do it. So I think it's one of those things where in the past, like honestly, what's funny is a lot of people thought that City spend huge on players. Of course, they've spent 100 mil on Grealish, but a lot of their deals are pretty economic. Like Holland was 50 mil. You know, like they didn't like break the bank. Semenyo was I think 60.
So Holland's 50 mil, but they're also paying him like 500,000 a week.
No. But I'm just
So
saying,
it's-
yes, it's not as cheap. But my point being is, when it comes to like they're not just dropping 100 mil, 100 mil, 100 mil, 100 mil. It's like they do get decent deals. They are paying a lot. Like they are spending a lot of money on their squad. But whoever signed Holland was going to have to pay that. You know what I mean? So it's like,
but then it's also, you look at like a Mark Gahey deal where we sit here on the surface and go, that's an amazing deal. They got the England starting center back for 30 mil, but he's getting paid 300K a week. Like that's more than I think every single Arsenal player.
Yeah, I think it's more than every Tottenham player too.
And like, so you're sitting there and you're like, okay, cool. They're getting these guys for cut rate deals, but like, we don't even know how much Shirky's weekly wages is. It could be also 300,000 a week.
Right.
So like, I do agree with what you're saying, where they do get these cut rate deals and everything, but it also feels like they're not like, I don't know. It's just, like I said, the last 12 months of their transfer deals just seems frenetic. And I understand what you were saying, where you're like, well, Pep is probably on his way out, so they want to win something for him. But if that's the case, wouldn't you want to go after some of the bigger names if you know that he's going to be gone? Wouldn't you want to try and pair Haaland up with like Rafinha? I'm not saying Rafinha would ever go. I'm just throwing his name out there because he had a really good year last year, where it's like a player of that stature in the game. You're like, okay, well, let's get rid of the rotational right winger and try and bring in a world-class one like Ousmane Dembele. Like, there have been rumors that he may want to leave. Like, bring him in. Like, it's stuff like that where I sit there and I'm like, that would be a deal where I could see them making in the past, or then just keeping Oscar Bob and seeing if it works out. Like, a Leroy Sané came through the academy, worked his way up through Pep, and then they ended up obviously getting rid of him. Raheem Sterling they bought. Like, so like, it's just like a different, like, it seems like it just
to be
is
fair,
more
though,
frenetic, the dealings.
They signed Marmouche last year, who's like 24, right? They signed Semenyo, who's like 24. So I think they're just like, they're kind of getting these guys as they're about to pop versus getting the 28-year-old like Dembele. Also, Dembele's a horrible purchase just because dude's knees are shot. Like they got Ryan, I don't know how to say his name. AC Milan center Reinders.
Yeah, Reinders.
Like, probably about to hit his prime. I agree with the fullback stuff. I mean, I actually like Ait Nori a lot. I think he's like a top talent. I don't really agree with playing Nico Wright. I don't watch enough City, honestly, to make that judgment, but I think he's a top one. I'm kind of over this like whole center mids playing wingback type of thing. I get it works, but I'm over it. Yeah. All right, let's keep moving. Next point here. Owen doesn't want to hear anymore. Real quick, James Ward-Prowse to Burnley. That was a sell. We got it. Adama Traore rejoins. You wrote his daddy. What do you mean by that?
His daddy is what's his face? Nuno Espirito Santos.
Oh, I guess that's true. I didn't think about that. Yeah. I keep forgetting Nuno's at West Ham. Barca made, I don't know if anyone saw this. So with the money we sold Dro for, they ended up signing 4 guys for Barca Athletic, all like super promising. Pretty exciting. So I'm excited about that. Okay, so we're jumping into some rumors now. Ademola Lookman potentially on the roof. I know you wrote Fenerbahce, but I've now seen like 6-7 teams potentially linked.
I think it's probably one of those things where one name came out and then everybody else is like, oh shit, he's available, let's go grab him.
That's a player Spurs should have signed in the summer. He's like an upgraded Brennan Johnson in the sense like he's just goals and it's like this right here is the
play across the front four.
That's my point. He's also, well, I guess he's not English. He's English, but he's not, right? He obviously doesn't represent England. But one of those frustrating things that as Spurs fans who are like, we just really need a winger. We're like looking at him and it's like, why are you not just signing the guy that wants to leave on a relatively decent deal, you know? And like, he's going to go to Fenerbahce and it's like, why? Like, why did you let him go there?
Yeah. I'm telling you though, the Turkish league, Galatasaray and Fenerbahce, it's an arms race. I also found out recently, and it'll be quick. I watched this past week a one of these like European away day vlogs on YouTube, and it was of a West Ham fan. I didn't realize that Fenerbahce is on the Asian side of Istanbul and Galatasaray is on the European side of Istanbul.
Okay.
So that is why there's like this rivalry between them, because they're the two most storied Turkish clubs, and they're on the opposite continents.
That's actually
so it is kind of cool where it is like like it's like the two opposite continent best team, like they're away, and a lot of what they recommend you to do if you're going to an away day there from like a European country, like in a European game, is they tell you to go to the opposite side for your hotel. That way you don't get into fights with that club. So like the Villa guy stayed in the European Galatasaray side of Istanbul. That way you're not like in the middle with the Fenerbahce fans. And they did all get the bus. Remember how we talked about it was like 40 buses?
So they took, that was all fans?
That was all fans, yeah.
Okay, cool. Real quick, Saudi, Al Ittihad, this is crazy. This came out today too. So they want to pay Benzema €0. They wanted, what was it? It was all image rights, which he didn't play today.
100% image rights.
I've never seen anything. So he's going to come back to Europe, but they're going to have to pay him another. He's on something crazy. He's on like 150 million.
Yeah.
What is it? Right?
I think it was 105 million a year.
Nuts.
But like still nuts that like you approach this guy, one of the most storied strikers in Europe over the past decade and a half, and you go, listen, we want to cut your salary by 105%, but we'll give you every image right that you can get. I'd be like, dude, what the hell?
It's like pay me in crypto too, right?
Yeah, like not even 50%. Like your whole salary is gone.
Yeah. I have no time for anything Saudi, whatever. Benzema figured. He's also a bad person because he played for Real Madrid. That's it. Palace are in for Gessend. How do you ever say his name, from Villa? One of my favorite things, Invert the Wing used to say that this guy is the perfect Ainge winger, striker, whatever, like all the time. And then like now he's a flop. He would say this about this guy. He would say this about Gift Orban. So funny. So every time I see like names like that, it's like the perfect Ange like winger. And then you start reading like how he's going to do this and that. And then he goes to Villa and does nothing. And you're just like another great take. Yeah, I guess that'll be another bagsman. Inter agreed to personal terms with Moussa Diaby. Yeah, Spurs were linked here too. He's a weird one because I always kind of thought Diaby was a good player, and then he went to Saudi for I guess a bag. But I don't know. I kind of rate him. He's fast. He's good in FIFA. I gotta stop talking about FIFA. People are gonna think like that's really like all my judgment is just like I'm just a FIFA merchant.
I think he's good too. I think, like you said, it was a little bit of a weird thing, but
Only
also
25.
like Villa was with the PSR stuff.
Yeah.
Whatever. But it makes sense that he'd want back before the World Cup into Europe.
Raheem Sterling to LA. I mean, Raheem, yeah. So for those that don't know, Raheem Sterling and Chelsea unilaterally, they terminate contract. First off, Sterling's an idiot. He's on like ridiculous wages there, and I will sit my ass. I will Gareth Bale it. Sit my ass on the bench, force you to play me. I don't care if you freeze me out. He's on ridiculous wages, and now you're being linked with LA Galaxy. So, and they're not going to pay that. They're not paying the same wage as Bozo.
Can you see him at LA Galaxy?
No. Could you?
What MLS team can you see him at?
That's a good question. Now that
I
you
just
say
made
it, it's
up
probably
that link.
I was going to say, I was like, okay. I was like, I
made it up
link.
completely. I just knew that he was like, he terminated his contract, and I was like, what can
Chicago
I get
Fire
with here? That was the first one I came up with.
Chicago Fire. And then, maybe he joins Timo over. That was one we didn't talk about. Timo Werner signs up with San Jose. So maybe Raheem and Timo. That would be, oh my God, zero finishing. But you could just kick the ball over the top and they would go get it. This is another one. Jean Duran, who obviously, so he went to Saudi. He left Saudi. Right now he's in Turkey. He's a beast. I mean, he's a beast. He should never have left. He should have made a move to one of the European teams. I think he's going to be somebody that I don't think he's going to move this winter, although there's a lot of links that he wants to leave, yada, yada.
I don't think he can. I think he's on loan at Fenerbahce.
Is that true? Okay, so
I think he's on loan and like with the obligation to buy in the summer. But
interesting.
I don't think he can move unless it's, I just know it's a loan.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's a straight loan, option, or obligation, whatever, but I'm pretty sure he's only there on loan.
I'm seeing that Juventus and some of the Italian teams, Juve and Napoli are linked with him, which makes sense, especially Juve losing Vlahovic. They're going to need a striker, and I mean, they wanted Maiteta, this upgrade. Yeah, this is what Saudi ruined. A player like him, like 21 years old, killing it in the Prem. That's where you should get like that, bigger move or just stay, right?
Yeah.
Always a cool story that I've seen from the Chicago Fire, but I don't know. Any other transfers, any of the other news we missed? I think that's kind of the big ones. It's obviously heating up here with the weekend to go and then Monday. So we'll see. Probably by the time people listen to this, some more stuff comes out in the morning and whatever, but that's what we got so far. Let's start to move in. We obviously had a super exciting Champions League final day. Let's move into that right now. All right. Yeah, we obviously had a super exciting final day here, which I really enjoyed. I was in some of the group chats I texted. People didn't like it. It was hard to follow, things like that.
That was you.
No, I followed it very easily.
No, you were complaining about it the entire time.
That's no. What I complained about, to be clear, Pooch, I complained about the Golazo show being like on a 7-minute delay, where on my app I was checking, obviously our parlay that did pretty well, by the way.
I think I counted only 3 L's out of the 17 or whatever.
Right, and obviously ties,
pretty good.
No bet,
pretty good. Yeah,
I was going to say
rate for us. Yeah.
All right, let's jump before we go into the games. I'll talk about this. What I love the 18 games at the same time. I love the chaos of, and we'll get into that with like Benfica, Bruges, what happened in those games. What I don't like with the Golazo show is I understand they don't want to spoil goals that are like they're about to show, but I don't like when I'm looking at the right and it says, on the right they have like the scores rotating and it says, I don't know, Barca Copenhagen 0-0, but the goal, in the 20th minute, but the goal happened in the 13th. Like, just put 0-1. That's what's bothering me. It's okay if they delay to show it. I understand that you can't do that.
The only issue that I had, I didn't really have an issue with that as much as you did. Yeah. The issue I had was in the second half when Micah Richards was eating and he kept
in the plate,
hitting the fork with the plate.
Yes.
It's like, brother, go like eat somewhere else. Like I don't need to hear you constantly like putting the fork or the spoon on the plate, like hitting the plate. Like what are we doing? We're supposed to be professionals here.
What I don't get either about that. Thank you for bringing that up because my dad didn't hear it while watching. I just don't think he was like paying attention to it. I picked it up and I know they eat because you'll see them in videos like of something crazy happen. So they're in London. That's where they're recording. The games start, if they start for us at 3, they start where? At like 9 p.m.?
8.
They're 8?
In London. 5 hours, yeah.
Does that make sense? Spain is 6.
Time is a construct.
You know why?
That's another heavy conversation. No, I know I'm right because I went to London.
But it was 5? Whatever.
It's 5. I could look at my phone right now. And
so
5.
it's 8 or 9 p.m. Why aren't you eating at 6 or 7? I did it again.
Well,
6 or 7 and just like the food, you know what I mean? If you're having a snack, I get that, or a drink, but like you're eating something and you need a fork and a knife and you got a plate. Like imagine you're watching Red Zone, Scott Hansen's clanking away.
I agree with everything you said. I understand though sometimes if maybe you're running late, like they have to do all the makeup, you have the pregame show, like all of that. I don't know what time they actually get into the studio at and all of that. My thing is, if you know you're going to eat, don't sit there
with the mic
and
on.
Clank away.
Yes.
Like
also
it's like go behind the cameras. I'm sure they have a table. I'm sure they have a green room. Eat there.
Exactly.
And like eat there for like 15, 20 minutes, digest for another 5 and come back. I promise you, with Thierry Henry, Jamie Carragher, and the Italian-American dude, nobody's going to miss you.
Oh, I know you're talking about.
Like nobody's going to miss you on the mic, like for that half hour.
Dude, what just drove me insane is, I don't know, like I went to Performing Arts High School, right? So like, I know a thing or two about showbiz. We obviously have a podcast. There's just like a level of like you said, like professionalism where it's like, all right, I'm going to eat this. I'm going to dog this. Like give me 5 minutes off camera, like off mic, like to the back. Let me dog it. And he was like sitting there, like having like a dinner watching the games. By the way, best job in sports, easily best job in sports. He's sitting there just watching the games, commenting, just munching. I'm sure the food's good, right? Like they're not catering garbage.
Also, if you want to watch the games, don't they have a little couch area over to the right?
Yes.
Go sit on the chair on the couch, eat there. Like you could still watch the games on a gigantic big screen TV. Whatever. We got to move past this part. But like, I'm glad we agree. Yeah.
I'm glad someone else heard it because I heard it and I don't know. But yeah, let's take away what I said earlier about like the actual production. I love the league format. I thought it's a really good format. And in some of the conversations I've had, people are like, oh, well, it's not good for the teams, the smaller. Transparently, though, like I look at it through the lens of like a Barca fan, and me not having to play Kairat Almaty twice and then having to play, I don't know, it's a smaller team, Leverkusen, Copenhagen twice, and getting to see us versus PSG. We didn't play Bayern this year. PSG, Chelsea, Newcastle. Who else did we play? We played Copenhagen. My point is
But
we got bigger games out of it, which I enjoyed. And the final day, people are like, oh, it's hard to follow. It's chaotic, but I love that because a lot of times on the final day, you only have 2 games that kind of matter. And it's like, yeah, I guess I can watch those. But Barca at that point has won 4 games, winning, or 5 games. Winning the final day means nothing, and their group is set. This was like, well, if Barca win, Copenhagen are knocked out, and like it changes the table. Every goal changes. I really enjoyed that. I like the chaos from a fan perspective.
Also, for anybody that sits there and says, first, I disagree with whoever told you the smaller teams don't have a chance. I think this gives the smaller teams a bigger chance.
I agree with this. Yeah.
Because not only like do they get to play like a Kairat Almaty, like those guys, the 2 guys that scored goals against Arsenal, their names on their jerseys were coming off as they were scoring.
The other guy, I saw that.
Yeah. But like if you look at their fans got to go play Arsenal. Like, and I'm not saying Arsenal is like the best European team ever because they're not, but it's like one of those things where a lot of those players and fans dream about playing a big time European club and they get to. And it's like that you have Bodo Glimt that has an opportunity to play for the round of 16. Copenhagen has an opportunity to play for the round of 16. A team like Benfica has an opportunity to play for the round of 16. So like these teams, like granted, like, yeah, you still have to play an extra 2-legged draw. But I think any of those smaller teams, if you gave them the opportunity and you were like, hey, listen, you either could go back to the old way where you would have to play a PSG and Atletico 2 times.
Right.
Or you get the opportunity to play 8 teams once. And if you win a few of those games, you get to get a 2-legged draw to play in the round of 16, to move forward. I think every single one of those smaller teams is taking the ladder.
I think, and I don't know, like the arguments I was hearing, I understood them from like if you're a smaller team, some of the stuff, but I also like we were seeing some of the smaller teams that went through, like Qarabağ went through. And like you said, like they usually have to play Barca twice. And sometimes you get a group that's crazy. It's like you said, like you have to play Barca and Inter in your group. So it's like that's 4 of your games right there that are maybe virtually not winnable. And you're hoping maybe Barca beats up on Inter beat you once and you beat the other team in your group twice. But my point being is now if you're a Qarabağ, all right, let's go play Frankfurt, which are obviously a decent squad, but like we could get a result there. Let's go play Paphos. That's a team we should win. Maybe you get Prague. That's a result. And then you're probably gonna have to go face Arsenal, right? Or you play Liverpool. I'm like,
but even a team like Paphos, who's from Cyprus, small team, they were 1 goal away against Slavia Prague from getting into that round of 32. And like for a team like that, if you would have told them a decade ago, like, hey, you're in the Champions League and you have a chance to play in the round of they would take that in a heartbeat. Like any one of these small clubs would be salivating at the chance to do that.
So I mean, those are our initial thoughts. We'll jump in a little bit to like the next round right after we go through, but let's go through the games real quick. So Ajax lose to Olympiacos 1-2. We had that one correct. Arsenal beat Kairat Almaty 3-2. Honestly, a decent game. Did not expect Kairat to. That's the tricky part about a team like Kairat. They know like they were already eliminated, but this is the biggest game of their year, and their season ended in October. So they were kind of like an MLS schedule where their season ends in October. So they've only been focusing Champions League. So kind of fun there. Especially if Arsenal weren't already qualified, that could have been dangerous. Like a team like that playing for all the marble, like for pride, they could have. I'm saying, say Arsenal were one of these teams that were on the bank of elimination. A team like Kairat, who's never going to play this again or may not have a chance, they're going 100% because for them it's a big game.
On the flip side, Arsenal would have probably started their starting 11. And it probably wouldn't have been close. So
100%.
That's the flip side of it. I'll just leave it at that. But
all right, cool. Defending your club after beating up on the Uzbekis. Monaco draw.
They're from Kazakhstan. No,
they're not.
You can't do that. Yeah, they are.
No, they're
Geopolitical
not.
tension. Geopolitical tension. Do not start this.
They are from Kazakhstan.
Yeah.
I got the flags confused. What's the flag of
Pooch
Uzbek?
remontada. Pooch
Oh,
remontada.
well done, Pooch. Pooch up 1-0. Monaco drew Juventus 0-0. I kind of saw this coming. We took Monaco, but like,
Boring
yeah.
ass game.
Yeah.
I don't think we saw a single clip from. I think the only clip
didn't see it
that they
on
showed on the
Golazo.
Golazo show was them playing around the back. Monaco.
Yeah.
It's
That's,
just like,
would you call it the Drew Lazo show? We should have one of those where it's just teams playing around the back and like two low block teams just.
yeah, because like Golazo, you're like every single time there's a clip, you're like, okay, here's a goal or a scoring opportunity. A Drew Lasso show, imagine them just flipping game to game, and it's just the defense passing around the back. You're
Just
like,
set pieces, but like really
Yeah.
poorly taken.
Yeah.
This game was awesome. Bilbao fall to Sporting 2-3. So we got Sporting right. Good for us. Really exciting game overall. Francisco Trincao, former Barca player, got an MVP. Transparently, I didn't watch this game much as the others, but I was following the score. So tough one. It's hard to win in Bilbao, and now Bilbao are eliminated. They might be looking. We were talking about Iriola. This might be a spot because now, like, they're having an embarrassing season.
Valverde.
Yeah, embarrassing season. Not to mention Nico Williams, who could have moved to Barca, is now out of the Champions League and has Publiagia. He didn't play. Atletico fall to Bodo Glimt 1-2. Crazy. This was 2-1, by the way. I don't know why I said 1-2. This was crazy. Again, Bodo Glimt pulling. I really thought like Bodo Glimt was kind of just like a home field merchant. You know, like on the road they were going to struggle. Good for them, man. To go into Madrid and do what they did. Very fair play.
I saw a tweet today because their best player apparently has Norwich. No, Norwich. By the way, that's like the modern day Black Plague. But their best player has an offer from Norwich, and I saw somebody said something like, "Yeah, bro, definitely would love to play against Preston North End and Birmingham City instead of Inter or Atletico Madrid." Like I would stick around. Like it's not like, and Norwich isn't even like a good championship side this year. Like they're like close to bottom of the table. Like whatever.
That is pretty true. That's actually a very fair point. I mean, I'm sure they can offer them higher wages, but yeah, like at some point, like the competition matters more. So Barcelona remontada against Copenhagen 4-1. Barcelona doesn't start playing until they go down a goal. So just if you're ever watching a game, it's 1-0. I want you to go. Yeah,
you go for Arsenal in like the semifinals. Do not go up first.
Do not go up first. Unless Ronald Araujo's on, then you're fine. Leverkusen beat Villarreal 3-0. We got that one. Benfica beat Madrid 4-2. This was, I think, our match of the day. I don't know how it could not be. For those that were not watching, did Benfica started up? Were they up 1-0 to start and then Madrid equalized? Yes.
I think it was 1-1 and then they went up 3-1.
Yes.
And then Real pulled a goal back 3-2. And then a wild injury time or stoppage time, the woke way of saying it now. Stoppage time set of events where it's like, first off, Asensio gets sent off with a second yellow.
Yeah, because he's a bum.
Bad like clearly bad
He's
tackle.
so bad. He is so bad.
And then you see like the substitutions Benfica is making, and it's legitimately like you're sitting there like, how come these guys are all walking off? Like there's no commitment. There's nothing to it. Like Jose, Jose isn't even like being that like vocal about it. Kind of just like fine with the 3-2 win, and then ball gets put into the box. There's like a foul or something, and they cut away from it, but Rodrigo gets a second yellow as well. So now like it's like they're up 2 men, and like they show the owner's box, and all of the owners, Rui Costa, the sporting director, going nuts, like being like, get the ball up. What are we waiting for? Get the ball up. And then they get a foul on their side. Andre Trubin. I think I said his first name wrong, but Trubin.
It's Antoli, I think. Antoli.
Yeah.
We're pretty good at Ukrainian.
Gets into the box and puts a header in, and you're just sitting there. I think I texted in our chat, like the second that the foul was committed, I
Yeah.
said Jose Magic incoming. Like it just felt like one of those a classic Jose moment where like he's just like very calm about the whole thing. Like he's sitting there, he's letting the subs take their time coming off the field, and he just knows that he pulls some magic from his sleeve and they win.
It was always going to be that way. Yeah, I mean, you put that perfectly. I'm not going to dive too much deeper. I was loving every minute of it. I was in Lisbon this summer. I didn't realize, I always thought Sporting was the bigger club in Lisbon just because of Ronaldo, but it's actually Benfica, or at least like it, in terms of at least the part of Lisbon I was in, a lot more Benfica gear and a lot more people said like they were Benfica fans. Awesome game. Awesome. Goalie goal that needs to start being a parlay for us. Or a bet
and
we put
also,
in.
did you see Jose celebrate as they scored?
I didn't.
He did the classic Jose hip thrust right in front of the Real Madrid bench.
I love that.
I
love that.
As the ball goes in.
Dude, I don't know if you saw the Jose stuff. So obviously he was a former Barcelona assistant. And like, I don't know. I'm starting to turn back on Jose. I'm starting to like him again. But
good.
Let's go to the game that this affected. So Bruges beat Marseille 3-0. We were off on this. We were totally off.
BTA. They put BTA on.
Yep. And after the game, so Bruges as a club put up on the video board in, I believe in French, thank you for the qualification, kind of saying like, oh, we both made it through because you let us win. We both made it. No. Because Benfica beat Madrid and goal differential on that, Marseille was actually eliminated. So we already talked about Zerbi and what that, but that was crazy. That like just them at the end, like this is where I love the chaos because this never happens in the group stage. You know what I mean?
No.
I mean, not in this way because so many more results are already kind of predetermined where you have a lot of teams that were probably feeling good about the position they were in that are now just out of the tournament, right? Like Napoli was already in a tough spot, but like Marseille probably felt very good coming into the day. They're out of the tournament. Madrid fall out of the top 8 spots because of this result. So now they're going to have to play 2 extra matches. Awesome.
I think that they should do this for every single sport last day. Too many sports, like even NFL, like it's like, oh, we're going to put Panthers or we're going to put all the NFC South on Saturday. No, put every single game 4 p.m. on a Sunday. And like, because just the chaos there, like basketball, hockey, baseball, like every single sport, put last day chaos all at the same time.
I don't know if it would work the same way, but I like the idea. I'll tell you that.
I think it would. Like the
NFL last day doesn't mean the same thing though. It's like 3 or 4 games kind of matter, but then like the rest are kind of like, all right. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Also,
like this had a lot.
No.
Don't you want to be able to like watch like everything if possible?
That is true. That
like
is the one downside.
Obviously, no one's ever going to watch 18 Champions League games in a day. But like if we're talking like football or playoffs or whatever these other things, if there's like 5 or 6 games, I'm gonna watch like all of them, and that just I feel like that's more fun
with Red Zone. That is kind of like that's what I liked about this is it was very Red Zone like, which is the American in me speaking. But I do agree with Owen. That is where I understood the chaos of it being a little too much. Where it's like I was kind of saying I wish that they had a setting kind of like YouTube TV does, where I could put like 2 to 3 games across my screen, and then in the bottom corner have like a Golazo show. Where I could just like it would just chime in and I don't know. I'm asking maybe for too much. I don't have YouTube TV, so I don't know if that was an option.
That is like the goal, I think, moving forward with Golazo. Like, let us do multi-screen, multi-view or whatever.
The big goal for us has to be at some point once we finally get a real studio, Owen makes more posts, all that, and funds it. We got to just have like a cave and just a ton of TVs. You know what I mean? And just watch every game, at least all the relevant ones. But let's keep this thing pushing. Dortmund fall to Inter 0-2. I keep saying it this way because I wrote it this way, so I knew the scores. 2-0 Inter over Dortmund. Not really a surprise there, like at all. Whatever. Spurs, they beat Frankfurt 2-0. What were we? I think we're 4th in the table. Franken. We're gonna go and win the damn thing. Anyway, we're gonna be the first club to ever win back-to-back Europa League, Champions League, and sack our manager both times.
How do you feel, Ethan, that the stars are aligning for a Spurs-Barcelona quarterfinal matchup?
Not good.
Okay. I mean, the better team will win.
That's a good point, Owen. Yep.
Are
At the
you
end,
gonna
And
do
if-
the half scarf?
never,
if-
never.
Dominic Solanke's bionic ankle still holds up through the rest of this tournament, then who's to say what we're going to accomplish?
That's so true. Oh, and you're totally right there. And I mean, this is why we can't sack Frank. He is clearly it's just so funny about him because coming into like this season, everyone was all right. We'll do well in the league, but who knows how he's going to look in Europe? And he's completely flipped it on his head. He's like, no, I'm actually going to be shit in the league, and I'm going to kill it in Europe. We had the most clean sheets in Europe. We have 7 clean sheets. Whatever. Liverpool thrashed Qarabağ 6-0, whatever. City beat Galatasaray 2-0. The only reason I have this on here is Haaland. I don't know if anyone saw it. I'm sure they have it all over Twitter. So he hit like the Leeds Selly, which is kind of like the old logo, what it looks like. For those that don't know, Galatasaray fans, I think in like the early 2000s, stabbed and killed 2 Leeds fans. Leeds fans have never forgotten it. They've always hated Galatasaray.
Dude, I talk about this every episode. It's
No,
what
you don't.
started the Battle of Copenhagen.
No, you only talk about the Chelsea Arsenal shit.
But it was the Battle of Copenhagen. It's because they killed the fans in the semifinal that
I'm gonna
battle
be
even
honest.
happened.
I'm going to be honest. I've stopped listening to you when you talk about that story. I thought it was just like Chelsea and Arsenal fans like sucked each other off in front of the Galatasaray fans.
No, it was England coming together against the
Oh.
Galatasaray fans.
Anyway, Haaland, who grew up, I guess, a bit of a Leeds fan because his father played there. He hit the Selly, which is just cold. He kind of did it a little pussy-ish. Oh, Pooch is gone. Okay.
I can't believe we're going through this. I talk about it every single episode.
I know,
And you're acting like this is new news.
Anyway, Napoli lose to Chelsea 2-3. Another contender for match of the day. If the Benfica game didn't happen, this probably was match of the day. Other than the fact that Napoli are now out. So this Antonio Conte thing, he is the anti-Frank, does well in the league, cannot figure it out in Europe, and now he's struggling in the league too. I don't know what it is. Like his tactics are well documented, so it's not like he's like a new up and coming manager where he's like taking leagues by storm. I don't know why he does so well in year one and then he struggles the rest, but that's not my problem. Pafos beat Slavia Prague in a match that had no relevance to anybody. 4-1. We got that one off. I had goal of the day. That first banger was crazy. That was probably. Yeah. I don't know if there was another one.
Also, let's just touch on the fact David Luiz plays for Pafos now.
Dude, it's nowhere. 8 games and you just figured this out.
Yes, yeah. Because shockingly, this may come as a shock to people. Don't watch the Cyprus League.
No, but they've played 8 Champions League games and you didn't figure out David Luiz plays there, especially when he played Chelsea. He played against Chelsea, and that was a big deal.
This might come as a shock to you. Haven't watched a single Champions League Paphos game either. I gotta say, I'm not inundated on the Paphos lore.
So good we have this podcast, you know that. PSG draw Newcastle 1-1. That kind of just felt like that was going to happen. I don't know. Newcastle are like weird. I feel like I'd take them to lose to like Crystal Palace, but like when it's time to face up PSG, they're like that weird, like they play up to their competition. I didn't watch a second of that game. PSV.
They're passion merchants. That's why.
You're a passionate guy, Pooch?
If it's a passion game, that's why they get up for it.
No pause. PSV lose to Bayern 2-1, whatever. And then Union Saint-Gilles beat Atalanta 1-0. Owen overrided your bet here and went Atalanta. You had it USG. Smart Pooch. So we would have, for the most part, I don't know, with ties. There was only one tie, actually. Or two. I'm sorry, two. There was the PSG draw Newcastle. Monaco draw Juventus. So that's 2 that we got wrong. Tie no bet. So that's 2 that get wiped, right? So we put in 17 because Arsenal didn't let us the Arsenal game. So 15 out of 15, how did we do? We got
we only got 3 wrong.
We lost. So we lost Bodo Glimt. We lost Marseille.
Paphos.
We lost Paphos and we lost Chelsea. Chelsea won. So that's 4 that we dropped.
We didn't put in Chelsea as the because
we took Napoli.
Yeah, we were anti-Chelsea. I forgot.
I mean, yeah, unless you're going to explain that whole Battle of Copenhagen thing again, and why you like them. So what did we do? We did 11 of 15. Oh, and quick math. How did we do there?
Yep.
Don't worry, I got it. 73%. Yep. That's pretty good.
It's failing.
Oh, you could have. I didn't know what you were asking me for.
Oh, so you were just yupping? Okay. Well, it's good to have yes men. I like that.
Yep.
All right. All right. So real quick. So let's just take a quick look here before we jump into the weekend. I don't know if you guys have the bracket here in front of you. how do we think here about bracket? Who's got the easiest bracket? Who's got the hardest? What are initial thoughts?
Can I be completely honest with you?
You're going to say you don't understand this.
I understand it.
Say it.
But there's way too many
Say it.
variables. I understand.
It is hard.
It's just way too many variables in my head in terms of like, so obviously my eye gets put to Arsenal first. And it's Atalanta or Leverkusen versus Dortmund or Olympiacos. So I understand it to be like, it's going to be either
So Arsenal
Atalanta,
will play the lowest seed of those four. Who goes through. So if Olympiacos beats Dortmund, Arsenal will play Olympiacos. But no matter what, you're going to play the lowest seed. So I don't know why it's actually like that, only because, you're going to play either Olympiacos or Dortmund. Bayern will play because there's no way. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
I'm confused. Why is this like this?
I'm just going to wait till the actual draw comes out and then base my opinions on it off that.
I see what you're saying. It's a draw. It's not.
Yeah, it's like drawn as the teams, but then also like we have to wait for Arsenal or Bayern Munich because then it gets drawn again.
Understandable.
Like,
okay.
It's like way too many draws. That's my only.
I read this wrong. I see what your point is. It's not like, for instance, Real Madrid is going to play Bodo Glimt. It's just you don't know if they're going to play Man City or Sporting.
No, Real Madrid is going to play either Bodo Glimt or Benfica.
Correct.
And then let's say they win, then they do another draw to see if they play Sporting or City. It's not just all at once being like you're going to play Bodo Glimt and then you're going to play Sporting. It's you play the team that you face and then they're going to have another draw between Sporting and City for like Madrid. So like that's where my brain gets into a tizzy a little bit.
Yeah.
But I'll say this in terms of like looking at kind of the four sections, I would say off of the jump, I think that Sporting, I mean, obviously Arsenal, Bayern get the easiest.
I was just about to say they definitely have the easiest path overall. But that's
like,
why you finish in the top two.
Yeah, I think probably the toughest path would be the Barcelona-Chelsea side because you have to play PSG or Newcastle, Monaco and Quarbag. Both of those I think will get eliminated. So it's like the four would be Barcelona, PSG, Newcastle, and Chelsea. And that is just like
murderer's
all-out brawl. Yeah, like
that being said, though, tough one. What I do like about when you play that is when you play that difficult competition, like when you have an easy path, don't get me wrong, it's like, oh, it's easier. Not, like you might not get knocked out. When you have that tougher path, like if you're Barca, you can knock out a PSG in the quarterfinals or the round of 16, whatever, like who are you scared of then? You know what I'm trying to say? It's almost like, let me just take you out early, because who cares if I make it all the way to the end? I'd rather just try and get like the hardest opponents early. And maybe, I don't know, maybe this is my sick, twisted brain. I want to take the hardest opponents early, try and get through them. And then that way, if I do make it to the final, it's like, all right, maybe obviously it's only one tough team, but you know what I'm saying? And if I do get knocked out, it's like, you know what, fuck it. We probably weren't good enough this year anyway. Let me just go and, back to my league and just dominate domestically. I don't know if that makes sense. It's like, I don't need to just play cupcakes to the semifinal, get knocked out by the best team I see, and then just have wasted all this time. I don't know.
It kind of does, but I would say on the flip side, that literally happened to Liverpool last year.
Yeah.
And I feel like nobody as a Liverpool fan that I know of is happy that happened to them. Like they literally got knocked out by PSG in the round of 16.
Yeah.
And PSG went on to win it all. And none of them are sitting there like, well, at least we went out to the winner in the round of 16. Yeah. Like that felt good. Like, it's kind of like, oh, that kind of sucks. Like, probably should have went further. Like,
no, that's true.
Like,
that's true.
Like
I mean,
that.
It's a bad take. It's just a sick take in my head. I'm a little twisted man. Not little. I'm an average size twisted man.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're average.
Thank you. But my weight is a little above. But yeah, the rest of me is average. All right. So we like Champions League. Yeah, we like the new system versus the old. Owen's gonna get woke. Here we go. Oh no, thumbs up. Yeah, very nice. Oh, and you low-key can be Borat. Wait a second. You got a little Borat going.
Yeah, low-key. Now that you say that, I really see that.
Oh my God.
Oh,
My wife. I don't make Instagram posts.
Okay, this is just.
Owen, I have a question for you. If Tottenham win the Champions League, will you get a tattoo of the Champions League bracket on you somewhere?
Ooh,
No
good.
The
teams,
bracket?
no teams, no teams. Just like how it's in FOTMob, where it's like the four teams and then a line to the next two teams, like a literal bracket. 0 teams, just a bracket of the Champions League.
Pooch always asks
Will
such
you get
hard-hitting
it
questions.
if they win?
You know,
If Spurs win
I
the
am
tournament?
I'm such a fan of a tournament. Like in any scenario, I just love a tournament. So that's not even the most far-fetched. I mean, I've got a clown tattooed on my body. I don't think a
Yeah, we haven't seen that yet.
Yeah.
yeah, it's on the lower half. So maybe once we get 100,000 followers,
It's hairless.
that'll be one of the new episode posts.
It's natural hair.
Yeah, I just think it would
Okay, I don't
be
know
a
what you're
great.
talking about right now. But that,
My wife,
I-
I can't. You look like Borat. You're killing me. I
I
can't
think-
now anymore. It's over.
Owen, I think it would be a great like back piece where like it's just like all
You
on
can fill it in.
just like yeah.
Whatever you
That's
want.
perfect. Every year of new Champions League, you'd be able to put in all of the teams in like Sharpie on your back. It's like a
Yeah.
dry erase board.
that's the dream, isn't it? Yeah, this is a great idea. I'll commit to that.
Okay, perfect. Shake on it. Boom.
So are you
Okay,
going to pay
top-
for it?
Yeah, of course
Yeah, I'll
he
pay
is.
for
Yes,
it.
sir.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Oh my
Perfect.
God.
I look forward to that. It's going to look so good.
Oh my God. All right. You really fucked up because they're going to win it. Let's go.
That's fine.
Honestly,
I
that
love
is
a
fine.
tournament.
We'll get to those problems when we get there. It's one of those. Let's move on to just quick weekend preview here. Premier League, we usually talk about all the big 6 games. Transparently, most of them are playing like boring games. The big games this weekend in the Prem, you got Liverpool versus Newcastle, and then you got Spurs City. Spurs at home against City, that's a W. And then Liverpool versus Newcastle. This is what I'm talking about. Like, I feel like Newcastle has no chance in this game, but they just drew PSG 1-1. Like, why am I looking at this game? I'm like, yeah, Liverpool easy. I don't know. Thoughts on that, Pooch? 7 seconds.
I think Newcastle has a chance. They're passion merchants. Liverpool's going to win.
Okay. Let's go around the world real quick. Again, a lot of these leagues, and I think they probably did this intentionally with the Champions League teams and tried to give them like lighter games at the weekend. Paris FC versus Marseille. This Marseille game is going to be probably even bigger now because who knows who will be managing them. Maybe we will be. Bilbao versus La Real. That is La Real's Real Sociedad. That is a derby. That's up in the Basque region. Really, really passionate derby. Really, really good one. This is probably my game of the week. If there's a game you're like, oh, let me tune in, and I guess Spurs City too. But you know what I'm saying? If you're like, let me just tune into something a little bit different. Yeah, this is going to be really, really fun. I would tune into that. You have Como versus Atalanta, which is obviously me and Owen will be tuned in. We have Lyon versus Lille. Again, I was kind of grasping at straws here. I'm just looking for games. And then you have Strasbourg versus PSG, which I just thought was interesting. You have all those Chelsea loanies in there. So I was like, all right, that could be cheeky, but I'm not tuning in for any of that. I'll be tuning in this weekend, Spurs City. I'll be tuning in for the Bilbao Sociedad. And I'll probably keep an eye on Liverpool, Newcastle. Barca plays Elche this weekend, so I guess I'll tune in. But Pooch, who does Arsenal have? You guys had a couple.
Leeds.
Okay, that could be cheeky, but I feel like Leeds have kind of cooled off. They were in crazy form. They've kind of chilled. Thoughts?
Yeah,
So you're not worried about Leeds. This is instant 3 points, is what you just told me.
Yeah.
Entrapment. Okay, yeah, cool. I didn't say Leeds is going to win. I just asked you because you were so confident. I didn't say like, oh, Barca's going to cakewalk Elche like the way you just did.
No, we are. We're gonna put BTA
to Elche or to Leeds.
If
you're a Kuyed.
If Arsenal doesn't score more than 3 goals in this game, I'll get another tattoo.
Okay, so that means you clearly have a tattoo planned. What is your tattoo plan? I'll give you 37 seconds.
We could talk about it off air.
Okay. Alrighty. That being said, like Champions League was fun. Weekend games will be good. Let's move into our final career mode Alrighty. So if you couldn't get it from our previews or my, I guess, foreshadowing earlier, we initially were going to do Lens. We were going to do Lens in League. We wanted to try and do a team in every league. But with the Zerbi news, we figured, you know what? Let's have some fun with this. So with that being said, we have just chosen Marseille. Pooch, give me a Marseille.
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 Olympique
So-
de Marseille.
Olympique de Marseille. So we have decided that we are not going to do interim manager. Just Pooch and I are the manager. So, or I'm sorry, Pooch, you said I'm the manager. You are the assistant coach and set piece coach, correct?
Correct.
They can't see you. You got to say yes.
Correct.
Thank you, Pooch. No, you're good. You're good. So for those that don't know where Marseille are, so they're obviously we're out of Champions League, right? So at this point, we are now fully focused on pushing for the Ligue 1. We are sitting in third place, 38 points. We're 12-2-5 with 44 goals for, 20 goals against, 24 goal differential, which is only better by PSG, who are in first. PSG are on 45 points. Len are on 43. So we have a bit of ground to make up there. What is it? 7 points that we are trying. Yeah, it's 7. Yeah, 7. I'm really, really bad at math that we have to make up. So that being said, let me take a quick look just at upcoming matches. So we have Paris. So I mentioned earlier, obviously in the pod, we have Paris FC coming up this weekend. That's got to be 3 points. We do play PSG again. We play them Sunday, February 8th. We do play. Do we play Lens again? It doesn't look like we played them again unless it's the final day. Nope. So we do play Monaco. We still play some of the other big teams. My point being is that's a game we have to get 3 points in. We absolutely have to take 3 points there. But other than that, we just have to win domestically. All right. So with the Zerbi leaving, me and Pooch, we have discussed, and mainly it's just my tactics with Pooch handling set pieces. I think we're going to stick with a 4-2-3-1 to keep a little of the continuity that we have with the squad. This is not a team that we have to fix, right? You could roll this team out and probably still finish second in Ligue 1. But this is a team that we need to push, and we only have a day or two left in the window. That being said, we, quote unquote, the club, have already signed Quentin Timber. We mentioned that a bit earlier for 4.5 million. Then we brought in Waneri for 1.5 million on a loan, so we spent about 6. We sold Robinho Vaz, the young striker, to Roma for 22 mil. Looking at the team, we have a couple of guys who are, so Højbjerg we wrote down as on loan. I think that was a loan with obligation to buy. So I think he's here long term. I don't think Højbjerg, I could be wrong, but Benjamin Pavard is on loan. Arthur Vermeeren is on loan. If any of you know him, I was really high on him. I was very high on him. He signed for Atleti, didn't do well there. They loaned him to Marseille, and it seems like he's doing well. And then Facundo Medina. And then with 18 months left on the contract, we have Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang.
Obama who?
Obama what?
Obama blood clot young.
Yes. Emerson Palmieri. And then Geronimo Rulli, our keeper. So there's obviously, let's just start with the elephant in the room. There's a big one here. Mason Greenwood's in our team.
Yeah.
We need to figure out what we're going to do with Mace. Transparently, Mason is probably hashtag Melt Mason. Well, unfortunately, we might be hashtag maybe captaining Mason. No, he's probably the best player in our squad at the moment. So I mean, I'm having some moral. Listen, at the end of the day, I'm a good guy, right? I'm not like Owen, so I'm not a fan of his, no matter what it means success wise. That being said, though, do we want to break up the locker room here, right? And getting rid of Mason in a big part of the year. So that's where I'm actually going to go to my trusted assistant, my right-hand man, Pooch. Pooch, what are our thoughts here with Mason? What do we think?
I think there's a way we could maybe swap him and get a player probably of higher moral standards as well as a better player. If you
I'd say so.
I think we know what team would take him that don't really care about the moral aptitude
Morality,
of their players. So what we could do is we could pretend in this situation I am the sporting director of said team and you are the Marseille sporting director, and we're having a phone call discussing these players.
Okay. So let me do this. Ready?
Yeah.
Ring ring.
Hello?
Oh, bonjour. This is the sporting director of Marseille, Itan. Is this
This is
what is your name?
This is Liam Rosenor. Hello.
Oh, Monsieur Liam Rosner. I have proposal for you, my friend.
All right, dickhead, get it done with.
I have Mason Greenwood. I want to swap him for Cole Palmer. I know Cole is homesick and wants to play in nicer weather in Marseille. Monsieur Mason is very good. I can't. Is very good and would be open to moving back to England.
So let me get this straight. You want Cole for Mason Greenwood?
Oui.
All right, mate. How about we do this?
S'il vous plaît.
How about you throw in an extra 2 mil and we'll call it a day. I think he wants to leave anyway because we're shite.
Oui, s'il vous plaît, monsieur. I will send over the paperwork. ASAP. Rendezvous. Toodaloo. Adios. No, not adios.
All right, mate. I'm just going to hang up now.
Au revoir.
All right. That was good.
Cool.
Okay, so...
Cool. So you're happy? You're happy, Owen?
Oh, yeah. Owen's chairman.
This is the best day of my life. Finally gotten that guy out of this team. We brought in someone who might look very... I don't know where I'm going with this. I was going to call Cole Palmer weird looking.
Okay.
But
yeah, no, he is.
No, he is.
It just feels wrong given the circumstances. I'd rather somebody who looks like Cole Palmer than somebody who acts like Mason Greenwood.
Totally fair. So our new... Well, are we going to play Mace? Or excuse me, I don't have to say his name anymore. We melted him. Are we going to play Cole off the right, or are we going to play him as a 10?
I'm a fan of... Oh, sorry. I don't know if you're still talking to the chairman. I'm in my... picture me in a tuxedo, please. It's important that you guys do that.
Yeah, so let me go to the chairman.
Off the right, I think, as the assistant coach. Yes.
So then who's our 10 then?
Ethan Waneri.
Because when... You're really backing him as a 10, huh?
Yeah.
Let me look at his stats in FIFA. That's all that matters.
He had a goal and an assist last game against
82
Lens.
pace, 70 shooting, 74 passing. I might override you here and play him as a right mid, but I'm going to play as an inside forward.
No, if we play him as a right mid, Arteta's going to throw a hissy fit and end the loan early.
Okay, fine. He'll play as a cam.
Yeah.
I'll listen to you this time. But okay. So Cole's going to play off the right as kind of like a wide playmaker. All right. We're kind of set at left mid. Striker now. So we do have Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and Amine. Obama what?
Obama blood clot, young.
And then we have Amine
Acids.
Goody as our other striker. I don't know. Okay, let's go. Let's bring this back a little bit. What positions do we want to improve now? Remember, we're just to the end of the season. That's all we kind of care about here.
I think left back, maybe some more center back help, and then a striker.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I agree with that. Yeah, striker. Yeah. Okay, let's do that. Yeah, we're good. Well, you're playing what, Pavard at right back?
Yeah. Unless you want to bring in a pure right back. We could still bring in a pure right back and then move Pavard to the center back.
Yeah, because he's kind of... I kind of like him there only because he's got decent pace. He's got 74 pace and 84 defending. But like as a right back, I know like you could probably have him sit in a little bit more. Actually, who's our left mid? You know why I like this? Tim Weah could play right back too.
He could. Yeah.
Because we need our left back to overlap because this guy, Igor, I wasn't going to touch him. Igor Paijao, left midfielder for them. He's an inside forward. He's got pace. He's going to play in there. So we need someone to kind of like hold some width on that side. So what I was going to say is on the right side, we could kind of form like a cheeky little back three in possession where if you could play Pavard at right back and just sign a better center back, or we could just go classic with two fullbacks bombing up the wings. But at that point, maybe Tim Weah is the guy at right back. 87 pace, 87 dribbling. His crossing is 75, which is serviceable, but we're not really playing. Well, I guess we'll get to striker. I don't know. I'm gonna talk to the chairman here. I'm not actually no. We're not. Chairman doesn't make these decisions. Let's keep Pavard to center back.
Okay.
Or no? Is that okay?
No, I'm okay with that. And then we just go for 2 fullbacks, correct?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Let's go for 2 fullbacks, and then
I
we'll have
have a
Way as
good-
rotating on the right.
I have a
Yeah.
great call for left back.
And just
off the
reminder,
jump.
we'll still say we have 22 million because it was a swap. So we have about 22 million to work. Oh, well, no, we have more than that. Yo, Chairman, how much do we have to work with?
God.
Monsieur Owen?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a French accent. I don't know what kind of pockets Marseille has.
Just say 40. Just say 40.
Yeah, I was going to say 50, but let's do 40 to get the all
Wait,
challenge.
they just had following a report over 100 million. Yeah, we're good with that.
40.
Okay.
So 40 plus 22 on top of it, correct, for the sale of 66. Or is that too much?
Nah, have fun. I mean, this is a team that you're trying to push.
That's true.
Remember.
We can do something incredible here. All right, Pooch, tell me your left back.
Lucas Digne.
Ooh, now isn't he starting weekly though for
But Villa is in constant cap hell. You're telling me
Okay.
if we give them 18 mil, they wouldn't sit there and be like, yeah, sure, for a 31-year-old fullback. He's French. He knows the French league. Come back home. He's playing in the French national team. He's excellent at crossing the ball. He's excellent on set pieces. He is your classic prototypical touchline fullback. I think it makes too much sense to not have him in this team.
Wow, too much sense. All right, I like that shout. We'll go through a couple options. How's that sound? And then we'll present them to the big man, to the board, and they'll give us what they think. Another option I was thinking here for us, Pooch, too, was Tio Hernandez, Al Hilal. Now,
Didn't he
he's
just
French
move there?
in the summer. Well, yeah, but then he has to pay the taxes back. Yeah, never mind. For those that don't know, if you move too early or whatever in Saudi, you actually have to pay the taxes back. That because when they transfer, they don't pay taxes. Okay.
What about his hermano, Lucas Hernandez?
Bum.
Yeah,
he's a bum. Okay, I'm scouring here. The other guy I was thinking was Grimaldo, but in the game they want 53 mil for him. Well, we're going off transfer market. We're not going off that. So I don't know. Grimaldo is just going to bomb up and down that wing, but he's probably not going to defend. All right, I don't hate Luca Digne. My only problem with Luca Digne is Aston Villa, who's pushing for the title, going to sell their starting left back. I know you're saying like they're in cap hell.
The title though. Plus, they could just get another left back immediately after. What about?
How about who they do have that we could give a quick call to? Ian Maatsen too.
He's
sitting on their bench. Or we go to one of our other saves and we call up our lad Nathaniel Brown from Eintracht Frankfurt, who is 83 pace, 74 passing, 81 dribbling, 72 defending, decent crossing, 79 overall. Just going through some options. I don't know. Who is this guy? This guy kind of looks like a baller. He's Algerian, which they're going to love. The board. Okay. So right now we pretty much have Digne. That's kind of... Give me one more second to find someone who's exciting. Will bomb the wings for us. I don't hate the Digne shot. I just don't know if that's going to happen from Aston Villa. And we do want to keep it relatively realistic.
I mean, Ethan, we literally just signed Cole Palmer in a swap with Mason Greenwood.
That's why I'm trying to keep it a little realistic.
I think realism's out the window. I think a Luca Digne signing is more realistic than what we just did.
Huh.
I don't know.
Okay.
That phone call was pretty realistic. I really pictured it all.
Dude, I really asked you with my accent and everything. All right, fine. We'll do Luca Digne. Welcome to the squad, Luca Digne. So he's our new starting left back. Congrats, Pooch. And how much do we sign him for?
18.
Is that what it was?
Pay a little bit above market for him because they're in a quote unquote title chase.
Yeah. Okay. 18 mil. Okay. You said right back too?
Yeah. So I have another name.
Give me another name.
I need to spell it first. And that's hard for me.
Correct.
Because there's a lot of different
Are you going to say your guy
letters.
Javario Reed or whatever?
No. That one I could get easy. This name is French. And I'm going to butcher it when I say it. He plays for PSV currently. His first name is Killian, so I got that right. Is he not in FIFA? Oh no, he is. Killian Sildia for PSV.
How do you spell that?
Oh, brother. Actually, no, never mind. Do not go for him.
Okay. Can
what
I give a
about-
shout then?
Yeah,
Yeah,
give
go,
a shout.
go,
Give
go.
a shout. I was gonna
One
say.
shout I had. Oh. All right, whatever. You go, Pooch. You're good. You run it.
Christian Mawasa Alibe, for
spell him on that?
Monaco. Last
Okay.
name Elevi.
Are
his
Monaco
value-
going to sell to a rival in the middle of?
Oh, that's a great point. I forgot they're rivals.
Well, just also, you don't want to strengthen like another top like team. You know what I mean?
No, you're 100% right. I'm an
I
idiot.
know. Oh, here's my guy that I was thinking of. Wait, was this the guy? Plays for. This was the guy I was kind of thinking for Genk. His last name is Louahdi. 78 overall, 85 potential. Plays as a wingback, wide playmaker, inverted playmaker. 80 pace, 71 physical, 69 defending, 78 dribbling, and 71 passing with 66 shooting. He can get up to an 85 in potential. So I was like, all right, this guy can be cheeky. Just get him bombing the wings. Ooh, what about your boy Wesley from Roma?
No.
You guys trying to sell him?
No.
You
He's
need
been
him?
one of our best players.
All right,
What about
whatever.
Serginho Gianni Dest?
Ooh, a little Dest ball. Yeah, let's bring Dest ball to
Dest.
Marseille. Let's get him to Marseille. I like that. I'm not even gonna. He doesn't defend for shit, by the way. But
We don't need
Well,
him to,
Destin
brother.
Weah, though. How fun is that?
yeah, that whole. Ooh, do we then go and bring in Sergio Pepe?
Ricardo.
Ricardo. So I was actually going to offer Haji Wright for a striker.
To build our dream U.S. national team here.
Except it kind of sucks.
Oh,
Yo, Pooch, you see this new TV show, Heated Rivalry? I keep getting it as an ad on FIFA. It's like,
What's funny about that?
yeah,
That's
I don't
what I
know why.
thought.
Yeah, I don't know why that's so funny. Melt Pooch.
oh. I'm getting Charles
Are you not a
Schwab
hockey fan,
ads.
Booth?
I'm getting Charles Schwab ads, and Ethan's over here getting heated rivalry ads.
You getting what?
Charles Schwab.
Oh. Such a dork.
That's
all
so
right, let's
funny.
Back to business, boys. I'm not
Yeah,
paying you for nothing.
correct. Owen is paying us. All right, back to right back.
Remember,
no,
guys, I'm in a
Dest.
tuxedo.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot. He's All right, let me find us a cheeky striker. All right,
I have
we'll make this one. So how much did you buy Dest for?
25.
All right, we have a lot to spend. Maybe my Teta.
Maybe.
Do we bring Jean-Philippe? Jean-Philippe dude, tucked in shirt, banging headers in.
That would be cool.
Wait,
Although
I'm very in on that.
I'm in on that too. Can I offer one possibility of another name?
Sure, just so you know, though, I'm literally helping you. But I know your other name. Go.
What's my other name?
Benzema.
No, that would be sick. Oh, that's a good one. I was gonna say Goncalo Ramos.
Oh, that's not a bad shout over at PSG. What is
Yeah.
he? Yeah, he's not. Yeah, he's not on loan. Yeah. Okay, I don't hate that shout. The only thing is he jumping, winning headers like my Teta is with his tucked in shirt.
Let me see. His heading accuracy is 83.
Okay, what's my?
His jumping is 89. So
Oh my
he
God, that's
may.
sick.
So he may actually. We
And
could.
he's gonna press like a mother.
And you want to know what? We could force him to wear a shirt, to tuck in his shirt, or he gets fined.
No, I don't want him tucking in his shirt. That's gonna be weird.
But you just said one of the reasons why you want him at Teto's because he tucks in his shirt and he bangs in headers. We're literally
No,
50% of the way there. We tell him to shave his head and tuck in his
he's
shirt.
gonna look like Alex Pereira, like the the UFC fighter.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, I'm looking right now at heading accuracy. That's just what I'm basing this off of. Give me a second. Patrick Schick, by the way, not a bad shout from Bayer Leverkusen. 85
Not a bad
overall,
shout.
85. He's probably looking to get out of there. 54 mil in the game. Benzema has 86 heading accuracy. Schick has 88.
But what about their jumping ability?
I'll look into that next. Thank you. Dude, this guy at Borussia Mönchengladbach has 91. Tim Kleindendest. He's got 67 pace, 87 physical. 89 jumping, 87 strength. Wait, what if we just put a big boy up top? We just throw a big boy up top. Is he fat?
Akin Fenwa.
Don't we have more money than this?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. We should probably go get someone good. But I mean, this is just sound scouting, Owen. Shouldn't you like that? Everyone on this is saying that he presses like a motherfucker and he's deadly aerially. I'm gonna bang the table for this guy. If you guys want to get someone else, I'll hear it. This is my guy as the gaffer.
Can we look at what the chat's saying? I see a lot of Ethan up top. Put Ethan up top. Player coach. Player coach.
Oh wow.
I don't know. I'm just reading the chat. The chat's saying put you up top as a player coach.
I mean, listen, I'm not much of a header, but I'll bake some goals. And if that's, well, here's the thing. That's always an option is the thing. You know what I mean? Oh, Ivan Toney.
Chat just said, underselling yourself, King. You can do it.
Wow. This
You're
was great.
good.
Thank you,
You're
chat.
goated. You're the best. Oh,
Wow.
somebody did just say you fat bastard, but I think that might have been
crazy.
to me. I think that might have been to me.
I'm down 15 pounds. I'm literally down 15 pounds.
I literally think that was to me. So,
all right, this is my short list. I'm giving it to Owen. I'm gonna Owen, close your ears so I can review with Pooch real quick. Okay. Ivan Toney, up top, getting back from Saudi.
His ears?
Yeah.
Okay.
This dude I found, Kleindestien.
He does actually look like Borat.
My wife. I signed Ivan Toney. Look at him. He looks like the reverse Rashford. He's like, instead of doing he's just, I got Pooch with the headset off. It's time to take a break. We need a picture of Owen like this, bro. You do look like Rashford though. Like if Rashford, I can't say what I was gonna say.
All right. Get back to it.
Ivan Toney, Kleindestien. Who was the guy you just said before?
Goncalo Ramos.
No, we're not doing him. Fuck that.
Okay.
Patrick Schick. Schick's got decent stats.
I think out of all those names, I would go with either Schick or not the guy that you picked, the clandestine dude. The other one. Who was it?
Ivan Toney?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Ivan Toney could probably be cheeky because he wouldn't have to pay back the taxes and he wants to move back to Europe.
Okay. So let me bring this to the board.
And he cheated. Like he bet on a bunch of games. So it fits.
That's true. And
perfectly
that
with
fits. Yeah. All right. Knock on the door.
Yep.
You
Come
have
on
to
in.
do you have to do a French accent. I'm Ethan.
I told you I'm not doing that. I'm in a tuxedo though.
Okay,
and by the way, I'm saying tuxedo on purpose. I'm not wearing a suit. I am wearing a tuxedo.
Okay, fair enough. Oh, hey, admin Owen. How are you?
I'm good, Ethan. Let's cut to the chase, please. I'm very busy and I'm wearing a tuxedo.
I usually skip this part of the video. Mr. Owen, me and my assistants in the scouting department have found.
Hey guys, room for one more? Ethan, you left me in the elevator.
Yeah, Pooch, I actually need you for this. Come on in.
Okay, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Coming
Pooch,
in. My bad.
Pooch is joining.
My
All
bad.
Good?
I was getting some
No, you're good. Yeah, you're good. No worries. Got to stay hydrated. So we've decided and we've come up with two potential striker options here. The first of these options is Patrick Schick from Bayer Leverkusen. He cost 54 mil, which I think we have the money. Maybe we don't. 72 pace, 83 shooting, 81 passing, 81 dribbling, 77 physicality, 88 heading accuracy, and then 91 jumping. We see him as an option that could press high, win the ball off crosses when Dest throws those in, score a lot of goals for us, and he's Chechnyan, which I think is cool. That was our first option. Don't make a decision yet. And then the other one was Ivan Toney, playing right now in Al Ahly. 73 pace, 82 physicality, 82 shooting, 71 passing, 75 dribbling, 85 heading accuracy, and he's got 90 jumping. What's good about him is he's just morally corrupt. So although we got rid of one morally corrupt guy, we brought one in, but this guy does like cool stuff that's morally corrupt. So those are the two options. He's going to be a little bit cheaper. He's 25 mil, but you would have to negotiate with the Saudis. So yeah, let us know who you want us to sign.
Yeah, my immediate reactions are I don't like Schick.
Okay.
I don't think he's worth that price tag. And to be honest,
I didn't think so either. Yeah, I don't know why Pooch told me him. Yeah,
I don't think he's worth 2/3 of that price tag. To be honest with you, I'm just not a big fan of his.
No, that's I don't
like
know.
Tony.
I don't know why Pooch suggested him.
I'm talking, please. And I like Tony. I feel like he could fit here. I like his physicals, and although I'm not a big fan of the off the field nonsense, I am a bit of a fan of it.
Okay, yeah. I think it's where we all. I'm glad we're all on the same page there.
And
yeah, it's like
Chairman,
you can go,
Chairman.
Yeah.
Real quick, I don't mean to butt in here. I
Can
know
you please bow to me?
That's crazy. I totally skipped this part of the video.
I know I'm
You
not
already
like
said that.
high ranking or anything here, but I do want to just mention, because I've heard it around the training ground a bit. A lot of the players have seen your manager, Ethan, take a couple shots and do some of the drills with them, and they have said he would be the perfect player manager at the striker position. So I just want to throw that out there. Been thinking about it for a while. I'm not normally somebody to pipe up, especially in these big board meetings like I'm in right now. I mean, I'm in my shorts and my training kit. Like I just got in from doing a couple corners with the lads, and that's all they were talking about.
You're holding one of those corner dummies, like the yellow guys, which is weird.
Yeah, his name's Steve. He's a good guy. Yeah, so I just wanted to just throw that out there and be like, some of the lads are very impressed with the gaffer's ability to strike a ball and to put it in the back of the net. So I just wanted to throw that. It would be cheap too. I think he'd
Relatively.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't hate the shop. It works with my tactics.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate you presenting me with all these ideas. Certainly something to jot down. I do have concerns, maybe about the morality of him on the pitch. It's just bad optics for me.
Yeah, the guy that's on Mason Greenwood. You're right. Yep.
Yeah, if maybe like the team busts, like combusts on the way to a game, and we're down a couple strikers, I could see E putting on the boots. So yeah, thanks, Pooch.
Pooch, thank you for backing me. That's why I keep you around. Oh, last shout.
Anytime.
Yeah.
Like that's why I'm here. I'm a pure assistant. Like I have my manager's back till the death.
Type shit. Last option. This is a bit of a wild card. Jean-Philippe Mateta from Crystal Palace. He's French.
I already made the decision.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I guess I'll start. No, so it's Ivan Toney. So welcome to the club, Ivan Toney. If you're still listening at this point through this fan fiction, first off, congratulations, and I'm sorry. So we brought in Cole Palmer on a swap. We brought in Lucas.
I still can't believe you go Luca Digne. Not super realistic. Forgetting that we swapped Cole Palmer and Mason Greenwood.
I like it.
It could happen. Especially when you got, me on the negotiations. Luca Digne, we brought in Serginho Dest, and then we brought in Ivan Toney. We saved him from Saudi. And then I registered myself for the squad. but that doesn't mean that, I'm just going to always be in a full kit on the sideline, calling shots and in my legs and in my leg sleeve. But it doesn't mean I'm going to sub myself in, especially if I'm a little tired that day. I'm going to sub myself in every single game. It's probably in the 7th minute. That rat fuck Ivan Toney. I'm going to think he's betting against us. He's playing against us. And my ass is coming in. But that's just me saving football. But yeah, that was our career mode. As you can see, we really try hard. This was probably our most fun one, honestly. The whole realistic shit went out the window. But yeah, I mean, Chelsea fans, let us know how you think about that. Congrats, you got Mason Greenwood in this situation. All right, we're going to move into our Footy 501. Alrighty, let's get this Footy 501 started. The wheel is done. We just are now coming up with them. We are going to be doing, because of obviously final day of the league phase, we are going to be doing the all-time Champions League assisters. As always, for those that don't know, Footy 501, we're essentially playing darts, but the dartboard is the category, and we are just throwing names at it, trying to see how close we can get to 180. Whoever can get closest to 501, obviously, as you knock that number down, if you get within 10, you are the winner. So Pooch has never won this game. He actually came up with it. He's never won it before. He's tried really hard. I have actually won it, and if you didn't listen to the last 2 episodes ago. Thomas Mueller, massive masterclass. Yeah, so I think we should jump in. 1 second. Pooch, let's do a little rock, paper, scissors, shoot here. See who goes first. We're going to go rock, paper. We're not in person. We're usually in person. Ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay, so you're not showing. Okay, I win because I had this, but you weren't showing on camera. So you just. So I defer.
I didn't cheat though.
That's fair. I defer. So you can go first, Pooch.
Okay, I'll take Messi.
Yeah, that was so stupid of me.
Yeah, I don't know why I did
23.
that. 40.
That's it?
Yep.
Messi
40.
all-time Champions League. He has 40 Champions League assists.
Yep.
Okay.
What, you think I'm cheating?
No, I feel like that should be a higher number.
Oh, yeah, no, it isn't.
Okay. Give me... I'm trying to think. Okay. Let's do... this is going to be a bad guess. Luka Modric. Champions League assist. He's only 16? Well, that says... Wait, that says for... Well, I guess it doesn't matter. It says just Real Madrid, but... Okay, this is going to be harder than I thought.
Okay,
up.
I'm going to go with Cristiano Ronaldo.
Okay, what is it?
He has 42.
Okay, so he's 2 more than Messi. That makes sense. All right, I kind of know the route I have to go then. Let me do Thomas Mueller. I say that because I think he passed a bunch of people for like all-time assister. With 30 to 34, what does that mean? Has he have 30 to...
number.
I mean, I guess it has to be, right? Like...
Yeah, but 34. But 34.
All right, fine. Pooch is feeling
should
confident.
we do, real quick, should we do Footy 301? Because it feels like all of these numbers are pretty low.
No.
Might be a while then, brother. All right.
No, it's over.
I'm gonna throw out a name that I threw out for the Champions League goals, but didn't go well. But I think it might do well for assists. Angel Di Maria.
Oh, that's not a bad shout.
That's 41. Ooh, he's number 2.
Wow. All right. Give me Neymar. This is what I was going to say before Mueller. I'm trying to pull it up. It says 31 to 33 again. What are we doing here?
Neymar's 33.
Okay, why does it keep showing it that way to me though? 451.
I'm on
we're gonna be
I'm
here
on the
forever.
UEFA website.
Okay.
So you guys don't go there because it would cheat. Cheating.
Yeah.
Not planning on it.
Pooch, wait, let's just do 301. This is crazy. You're right. Like, I mean, we're gonna, yeah. So,
all right.
How do we do this then?
Well,
so 301 minus, 301 minus what you already have, minus 34. I wish we did this in Excel. That'd be so much smarter. I really feel bad for the listener at home. This has to be just painful. Okay. So I'm at 218. What are you at, Pooch?
I don't know. I can't do math.
Wait, Pooch. This is really bad bias. Mine was just I literally had to subtract 100
Then
because
I'm
we're
at,
going from we're going from 200 501 to 301.
but then I'm at 178.
We're pretty stupid, huh? We just sat there and did all that math.
I'll take
That's
Kevin
really
De
bad.
Bruyne.
Okay,
I'll take De Bruyne.
he's on the Champions League website, Owen.
Hold on.
We should have to share our
KDB,
screens, or I'm not playing this.
31.
It won.
Okay. Luis Suarez, like Barca Luis Suarez.
Mm.
I'm just thinking that MSN was crazy.
Suarez.
Champions League assists. It's going to tell me 19. I hate my life. So
It
I'm
says
at.
26th.
Oh, because that just said Barca only. That's why.
I'm gonna go Mbappe. Mbappe.
That's bad.
No, it's 24.
That's pretty good. I just wish there was like an 80 bomb here. Obviously, there's not.
Nah. There's
This
a
is-
lot of 21 bombs, though.
Okay. Give me. Just trying to think of people who are like uber productive. Give me Rafinha. I feel like from last year he
Rafinha.
had. That was actually a really bad guess. He has like 11.
It was.
Yeah. I'm scrolling. For
Hasn't he
sure.
only played like 2 years in the
Says
Champions League?
Is 8?
Yeah.
No. Oh, you know what it was?
15.
He was 15.
15.
Yeah, he had 8 last year. Wow, that was really stupid by me.
All right.
This is
Give
gonna
me
be forever.
David Silva.
This is awesome.
I'm not seeing him.
David
type in the
Silva
name.
Has to have.
I did. It didn't go up. Because I think it has one of the thingies.
I have 16.
Sounds about right. I'll tell you right now what I got. It says on Stab News, it says, yeah, this says 16. Yeah, that makes sense. Stab News says
He's not on the UEFA website.
Well,
He
he has
didn't exist.
16.
Okay, that's just all right, what teams were good? What teams had playmakers? Pure tens. Doesn't even have to be pure tens though. Because we're talking like that 21 number. 21.
Not a bad shout.
Yeah, he's played in so long. Oh, I have another good one after this. Griezmann has
17.
Vamos.
Okay.
This is the worst thing we could have ever done.
Yeah, we didn't really
This
think
is
one through.
so bad.
We should have done like career assists or something like that.
my
Or
God,
like
we're so
league
bad.
assists.
After an electric career mode.
I know. Yeah, we're really on the money right now as a podcast. We're giving what the people want though. People want to laugh.
They're not laughing at this.
Let's go
Pooch-
with Henri.
That's a bad shout.
I mean,
15.
they're all bad shouts. 15 or 16.
16.
Okay. Who's my last one?
Okay, he's fucking yawning.
Yeah, Pooch is boring me to death with his stupid games. Wait, this is supposed to be a 10-minute segment. I really don't remember my last one. Oh, Griezmann. Let's do Lewandowski.
Yeah. That's 22.
There we go. So I'm at 138. I mean,
All right, let's
one
go with
This is
Gareth
brutal.
Bale.
that's a good shout, Pooch. Very good shout.
Ale. 20.
All right, but you missed the big one, Benzema.
Such a good. Well, that was one of my guesses. I said
29.
Bale.
You said
Good
Benzema?
shouty. No, I said that was going to be one of my
Oh.
guesses. I was stuck between him
Yeah.
and Bale, and I just thought he would have Bale would have
29.
more.
29. That's huge because that brings me closer to 100. Just the point of the game. I'm at 109. Poochie, I'm catching up. Only 30 off of you.
Give me Cavani.
I don't think that's a good shout.
I'm trying here. I'm trying to go into the backlog of my brain.
Doing some scrolling. I'm not finding him on the website.
He's gonna have like 2.
Yeah, it might be very low.
I think I unlocked a different part of my brain.
6. Crazy Cavani.
Give me. I don't know if this is a good shout. Give me Ricardo Kaká.
That's solid. That's 23.
Let's go. I'm coming, Pooch.
Pause.
Play. I'm at 86, Pooch.
Give me Pirlo.
So yeah, that was something I was thinking, but he's probably like a Xavi. That he's like a big pre-assist.
15.
Okay, it's not bad.
I'll take 15.
So what are you at? You're at 50?
50.
All right, I got to get a big one here. Let's see if I can have another one. Mario Mandzukic. I'm trying to think of those Bayern teams. Oh, what are you making? Why are you making stank faces? Bayern, Juve.
I always saw him as just a pure poacher.
Yeah, I mean, I get that, but at the end of the day, he was probably assisting Leva. Leva who? Leva what? Owen always really on top of this.
All right. Well, when you guess people that have like 2, they're not on the UEFA.
Oh my God, he has one. He has one.
Yeah.
He has one in 60 games.
That just cannot be on me.
I told you he's a poacher. Marco Reus.
That's probably a better shout.
He's
15.
always injured.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. How about, for me, Arjen Robben? He may have been more of a goal scorer, though, too.
19.
There you go.
Mine says 23.
Right.
Are
Gotta
you
listen
doubting
to
the UEFA Champions League website?
I'll tell you right now. Wait. Was Green on this? Transfer market is 23 in Champions League.
I gotta trust the actual UEFA website. They're not known to be a corrupt organization.
And then
so-
Wikipedia says 19. Is that what you said, 19?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll go with that then. We'll double it up.
I'll take Frank Ribery for 500, Alex.
Who's Alex?
It's Trebek.
Dude, I know.
25. Rest in peace.
Oh.
All right.
So Pooch down to 10? So I have to get a 66
Come
bomb?
on. Yeah.
Just simply. How about I'm going to give you a number.
No.
Of
No.
assists.
Yes.
No.
And if-
Yes.
if
no,
Yes.
you- if
Yes.
you
Yes.
guess that number.
Yes.
No.
What's the number?
We're not doing this. No.
Let's go-
We're not doing
Let's
this.
go with lucky number
No.
13.
Okay. 13
No,
assists.
we're not doing this. This is bullshit if he gets
I like
it.
this. I like this a lot.
This is
13
legitimately
assists.
haram ball.
How is this
This is
haram ball?
haram
This is
ball
vibes. This is
episode.
ethics and vibes. You just bored us to death, making us do a 501.
Yeah, it's called playing out of the back. E. It's called winning in possession.
I
When you
always
have
play in the back.
80%.
I'll never get a job. 13 on the dot. What if it was Thomas Mueller again? I already guessed him. You know how awesome that would be if I just drop that.
You should guess Totti.
I got it.
Kill me with my own guy.
It hit me. Ousmane Dembele.
He had 19.
Oh,
Wanker.
who had 13? Who had 13?
I'm going to be honest. Wait, hold on. 15 people have 13 Champions League assists.
Who?
I
Give me some notable ones.
I scrolled through to try and find like the number with the most to give you the highest chance. Let's see who we have here.
Bellingham,
Philip Lahm,
Sonic. Okay.
Rodrigo, the GOAT Bellingham, Trent, Svinchenko,
Yeah, but,
Eriksson.
so many of those guys other than Eriksson I was never going to say. Like I was never going to give a Real Madrid player props. Damn. All right, congrats, Pooch.
All right.
Finally got a win.
Good dub. I'll take it. My 4th win, first on camera, first recorded. Yeah.
All right. Well, with that being said, wrapping up a very fun episode, I'd say here. I thought the vibes were good, fellas. I thought we got into some good banter. I think we got to keep it later moving forward. But that being said, everybody enjoy the weekend. Let us know your thoughts on the new Champions League format. Let us know any transfers you want to go through. Owen will probably post in like 3 weeks, so just comment on that about this up. We like Owen. You know what, Owen? Can you post a selfie and maybe that way we can compare you to Borat and that way people can see?
Maybe on the last new episode slide.
Yes, that'd be awesome. Yeah, keep liking, keep subscribing, keep listening, please. Let us know if you have
it right now.
if you have segment ideas, please let us know. That way we can incorporate it. And yeah, other than that, Pooch, you got anything to say to the good people?
Have a great time watching footy this weekend. Live it, love it, enjoy the game.
Wow. Owen, any last words?
Make sure to be nice to me.
Class is permanent. Form is temporary. We will see you guys.